Oh, there we are. We are live. Good morning and welcome to our live stream. Hopefully, we're live anyway. I'm Doug Schrift, and I'm a physical therapist and senior fitness coach, and I help seniors become strong and stable even if they've never exercised before. Welcome to our live stream. We're doing this for the whole month of April. Now that all the seniors are in their house and staying home, trying to be safe. So we got a captive audience. Everybody's home, so we can do some exercise. Let's see. It's 6 a.m. here in Phoenix. And I woke up, ran downstairs, and the lights are coming on here. Getting lighter. Let's check our peanut gallery. See what's happening in the peanut gallery here. Oh, we have all sorts of members here today. Kenneth, Pensacola, severe. Oh, yes, it's very stormy down there. Lizalette, good morning. Toronto, nice. Blue skies, good. And MK in Michigan. Well, you're welcome. This is a lot of fun. People from all over the world. This is amazing. Patty in Colorado. Oh, boy. Colorado, great. Judith. Oh, Judith. Early risers. 2 o'clock in the UK? Yes. And Judith is one of our outstanding members of our academy, the Eldergym Academy. Badia from India. Hello. Dubai. Sorry about that. A different place. Anita, good morning. Vermont. Oh, I love Vermont. And Sue, good morning, Sue. I think you've been here every day, Sue, haven't you? And London, yes. And Vivian, France, oh my goodness. Gay Paris, C'est si bon. My favorite song, C'est si bon. I love playing that one. Hazel, UK. All these UK, because it's so early here. I'll bet there's nobody from California or Hawaii. And France, oh my goodness. France. And Janet, Ohio. Buckeyes. Kevin, another UK. Thank you very much. And Sawatender from India. And I think Sawatender's been here every day on our whole 30-day course here. And Joe has been here every day. Good morning, Joe. Riki. Ontario, Canada. Oh, my goodness. Yes. A little in the past. Yes, I've been on the internet for 14 years. Believe it or not. That's a long time. One of the oldest senior fitness guys. And Gil from the UK. All our UK following. I got to get there. One day. Jennifer, South Africa. Oh, my goodness. Way down in South Africa. And Sue, good morning. Thank you. Enjoying the live streams. Well, today, what are we doing today? Today we're going to do some posture. Now, if you see behind me here, oops, let me get Sue's name out of the way here. There we go. Now, let me get that banner out of the way. Actually, I'll change banners here. Today we're going to do a posture workout. Everybody stand up straight for this one here. Shoulders back. So we'll do a little posture. See if I can do a 30-minute posture show for you here. So you're going to need a broom. So while I'm chatting, go grab a broom really quick, right out of your kitchen. I know you're close to the kitchen. And maybe some hand weights. Now, believe it or not, right there is a plumb bob. So I'm wearing some dark clothes today. So hopefully you can see me, and hopefully I can stand up straight and show you some posture here for our workout. So I've got a plumb bob. You don't need the plumb bob. I've got that. And you just need a broom. It's hard to point on the internet here. And some weights. And that's pretty much it. Let's see if I can switch my camera here, because I do everything. I do the lights. I do the microphones, camera. I'm the actor. I'm the director, producer. That's amazing. How do I do that? I don't know. So let me... Cameraman, switch to camera 2. Here we go. Camera 2. There we go. Thanks, cameraman. All right, we're on camera 2. And there's my little home studio here, where I teach the academy. And hopefully you can see that plumb bob. Put that there. And run and get your broom, because you're going to need a broom for this, and a chair, and some weights, all sorts of stuff today. Let me turn on my clock so I know what time it is. All right, here we go. Actually, well, let's warm up a little bit first here. Get on this side of my plumb bob. Hopefully you can see that a little bit with my darker clothes. Let's start warming up with some knee raises and get those arms swinging. There you go. Maybe if I stand in front of the plumb bob, you can kind of orient yourself. If you can't see it, just imagine a little line going right down the room here. And get those legs up good. Now we're going to swing those arms in front of us. Left and then right over top. Good. There we go. So glad you guys are here. I am just humbled that everybody is here from all around the world on our stay-at-home program here for the month of April. And breathe. Breathe. Nice and full breaths. Good. All right, let's see if we can lift our hands up. Whoops. Let's see if I can get it here. There we go. Lift your arms up and then bring your heel right to your buttocks muscle. Bring that heel right to the buttocks muscle. There we go. And we know that we warm up, even though we're not going to do a big sweaty workout today. It's mostly posture. We warm up to get those muscles going and get the heart going. Let's do ragdoll arms. Ragdoll arms. Loosen them up. There we go. Breathe. Let's bring your left arm up. Stretch out that chest. And bring the right arm up. Stretch out that chest. Good. Let's try that one more time. All the way up. Stretch. And all the way up. And stretch. All right, let's bring that rope in. Grab that imaginary rope and just pull it in, just like that. This is your chance to be a mime. See how well you can pull that rope in. There we go. I'm not sure what it's attached to, but we're pulling it in. We're loosening up our arms. Heart rate's getting a little higher. Our temperature's going up a little bit. Muscles are warming up. Good. Let's move into a side reach. Just reach side to side, just like that. And remember, as we're reaching, you can kind of feel that core moving around down there. So think about tightening that core, especially as we're going to talk about posture today. Reach. 2 more. 1, 2. All right, hands together. And interlace your fingers. Feet are about hip width apart. And just bring your arms all the way up as high as you can. Warm up the shoulders. Breathe. Get that air in there. Breathe. There we go. Lift it up. That's it. Breathe. Two more. 1 and 2. All right, let's see if we can extend the left foot out and just do a little bent pulsing. So we're just bent from the hips. We're just pulsing gently. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Loosen up the hips a little bit. Just like that. Good. And breathe. And let's switch our feet out. Bring your other foot out. Toes up. Bend from the hips. And just a little pulsing. Just like that. Loosen up your hips. So glad you guys are here today. All around the world. This is unbelievable what the internet can do. And let's do some hip circles. So just pick a direction and get those hips going around and around. There you go. Warm it up. All right, I'm warming up here. Put your hands on your knees and arch your back. Arch that back. Get a nice stretch out of there and relax. Now take a breath in and exhale and arch your back. Really stretch it out. And down one more time. Breath in and arch your back and really stretch it out. All right, stretch. All right, excellent job. All right, let's go over the three big positions in posture. And then I'm going to go over, we'll do about 7 exercises after that. So if you can see, I have a plumb bob here. If you can't see it, just imagine there's a line going from my ankle right up through my head here. So I'm going to try to position myself right in front of this plumb bob here. So basically, we want the plumb bob to go through our hip joint, our shoulder joint, and our ear joint. Now, to get our body in that position, there's 3 areas you got to worry about. First one is our tummy, and we all have a tummy. So let's try to bring our tummy in. So you can put your hands on your hips. Now what you're going to do is rotate your pelvis backward as far as you can, and we want to really bring our belly button to our spine. So rotate your pelvis backwards, bring that belly button to your spine, and really bring that tummy in. So that's the first thing we got to do. Then we got to get our shoulders back. So bring your shoulders up, back, and down. And that should be in line with that plumb bob, hopefully. So you want to bring your tummy in, tilt your pelvis back, shoulders up, back, and down. And then you want to get that chin back there. So take your 2 fingers, put them right on your chin, and push your chin back as if your head is on a platter. You don't want to go up, down, or up, straight back as if your head's on a platter. And boy, that feels unnatural, doesn't it? But you're actually in a good, hopefully I'm lined up with that string a little bit. You're in a good position and everything's all lined up. If you do this several times a day, 3 or 4 times a day, that will help get your body in a better position. You may not be standing like a soldier all the time with your chin back, but that will help you orient yourself to just improve your posture. So those are the 3 things to get your posture going. Let's grab a broom. Hopefully you have a broom. If you don't have a broom, just imagine you have a broom on your back. So we're going to practice a hip hinge. Now, a hip hinge is where you bend from the hip, you're breaking from the hip, and you're not rounding your back. And that's a good way to pick up things off the floor, and we do it a lot in exercise. So what I'm going to do is put that broom right behind my back. Maybe I can stand on the string here. I'm going to grab it right below my back, and I'm going to grab it right above my head. And I'm going to put my tailbone, my shoulders, and my head on that broom. Take a breath in, exhale, and see if you can lean forward. Knees are a little bent. See if you can maintain your bottom, your shoulders, and your head on that broom. And this is an old trick we've been doing in physical therapy for 100 years, I think, ever since they invented brooms. And this is a great way to learn how to do a hip hinge because our back is nice and straight. Our head is in line with the spine. So when we're bending, we're learning not to round that back. We're learning to just have nice soft knees. And you want to think about sticking your tailbone back as if you're trying to sit on a low box behind you. So let's try a little squat with this. See if you can squat. You're going to bend your knees, try to keep your knees behind your toes, and bring your tailbone back like you're trying to sit on a little box. This is a lot to think about. And keeping your low back, shoulders, and head on that broom, just like that. If you don't have a broom, just imagine you have a broom. And if you're leaning forward, just like that. And that's how you do a hip hinge. Keeping your back nice and straight. And we're going to use this broom one more time. So I'm going to put it right there. All right. Well, let's do some exercises that are good for posture. The first one I'm going to show you is called a bird dog. And I think we've done this before, actually, in this past month. So you'll need a little yoga mat. If you can't get on the floor, you can actually do this on the chair. So actually, let me show you this on the chair first. For those of us who can't get on the floor. So you have your chair there. I'm going to hold on to this seat just like that. I'm going to be in kind of my cat and a camel position here. Now I'm going to lift my opposite arm and leg up as high as I can. Hold and back down. And this is great for working on your posture. Out, hold, and down. All I'm doing is lifting up opposite arm and leg, just like that. And the second round through these exercises, I'll show you how to do this on the ground. Now, the two things you have to think about with the bird dog is, first is a nice tight core. So keep that belly button to spine. Your head is in line with the spine. And the second thing is to keep your hips nice and still. So we have a tight core. And then keep your hips nice and still as you lift one foot, unweight one, and then lift up the other one. Because we're working on our posture, we're working on our core muscles. Let's try one more on the other side. Just like that. And relax. And that is the bird dog. Next, we'll try the good morning. So this one, you can use weights or not use weights. I'll use some weights here. For the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to practice our hip hinge a little bit. So I want you to bend your elbows to 45 degrees, or 90 degrees, sorry. Now we're going to lean from the hips in our nice hip hinge position. Now you're going to extend your hands out, and that's going to be a little bit harder, especially if you have weights. And you're going to hold it right there. Now keep a nice tight core while you're doing this. Bring your belly button to spine. Head is in line with the spine. You're breathing deeply. Really working on that posture muscles, and then back up. Good. Let's try that again. We're going to bend from the hips. Just break right at the hips. Knees are soft. Extend your arms out. Hold it out there. Good posture. Tight core. Belly button to spine. Breathe. Breathe. And come back in. Excellent job. That is the good mornings. Well, let's do a little plank. And I'll show you the plank first from the chair for all our members who don't like to get on the ground. So if you have a chair, you can get in the plank position, which is just like that. So here I'm in a plank position. Now this will be hard to see, but what I'm going to do is tighten up my core, squeeze my glutes, and my shoulders are right over my wrists. And what I'm going to do is relax just my shoulders so that my shoulder blades squeeze together. Now I'm going to push as far as I can away. So what's happening in here is I am not bending my elbows. I'm just bringing my body farther away and closer to the chair without bending my elbows. In a nice plank position, nice tight core. Just like that. We're working on my rhomboids and chest area there. And push just slowly up and down, just like that. Nice tight core, and glutes are activated. I'm just relaxing and pushing away from that chair. So that's a plank with the shoulder squeeze. Great for posture. Let's see. Ooh, wall angels. You can't work on posture without some wall angels. And oh, it's getting sunny here. So find a wall. If you don't have a wall, just imagine there's a wall behind you. My feet are about 8 inches away from the wall, my heels. I'm going to bring my tailbone, my shoulder, and my head against the wall. Then I'm going to try to bring my elbows against the wall. It's hard to get your knuckles against the wall, but if you can bring your knuckles against the wall, you get an A++. Just bring them as close as you can. If you can't get your elbows and your knuckles against the wall, just get them as close as you can. Now what we're going to do is lift our arms up and come back down. And probably when you lift your arms up, your elbows will come right off the wall there. And your goal is to get them as close as you can to that wall as you lift up and down. Now get some breathing going in with this. Nice tight core. And up. And down. Good. Let's do one more. Lift it up. And come back down. You want to try to keep your back, shoulders, and head on there. Those are wall angels. A wonderful thing. You can do that 10 times a day. If you just want to do one exercise for your posture, that's a really good one. Let's see. We did wall angels. We'll go up and over stretch. Now this is a fun one. You may not be able to do this one, but do as much as you can. Let me get in my plumb bob position here. So extend your hands and arms out. Interlace your fingers. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this one you don't have to worry about flat back. You can round your back in this one. We're going to bring our arms down, loosen them up, pick it up on the other side of your feet. Now bring them up past your bottom and all the way up as high as you can. And this is really stretching out your shoulders and your back area there. And then we're going to reverse and come down again. If you can't quite go around your bottom, and then we're going to come back up. Now let's put a little breathing into this. So take a breath in. We're going to exhale, bring those arms down. Now you can round your back out, go around your ankles, come up the backside, and if you can't make it around your bottom, just loosen your fingers and then bring them back together again and bring your arms all the way up. And we'll come back down again. Loosen your fingers and come all the way up. Now that was some yoga pretzel moving, wasn't it? So that's called the up and over, and that is really good for loosening up the shoulders. And let's grab our broom again. And I might have to come out here in front of the plumb bob. So if you have a broom, if you don't have a broom, just imagine you have a broom. So I'm standing with my feet about shoulder width apart. Now this is really going to help our shoulders. Get my head down. This is really going to help our shoulders. What you want to do is bring the broom nice and high. Let me get back here so you can see me here. Bring the broom nice and high. And then see if you can bring it behind your head. Oh my goodness. And then back up again. And this is working on external rotation of your shoulder. And this is going to really open up your chest too. Bring it as high as you can and down past your head, right on top of your shoulders. And up. If you've ever had shoulder injury and if you've been to physical therapy, you're doing this exercise here. There we go. Now, sometimes our shoulders don't work that well and we can't get the broom behind our head. If you can't do that, just bring it right to the top of your head, just like that, and down. And gradually, you're going to stretch out those shoulders to where you can externally rotate and bring it right down behind your back. Here, let's do one more here. And down just like that. Oh boy, that's stretching me out. So those are the two broom things we're going to do. Let's try our cat and camel. So I'm going to show you this the first time here on the chair. And I'll demonstrate a couple other of these on the ground after this one here. So the cat and a camel goes by other names, but I think in the US we call it the cat and the camel. So the first position is the cat. So you're going to take a breath in, and you're going to exhale, and you're going to round your back out, just like that. Round it out as you exhale, and bring your head down. Then the other one is the camel, and I'm not that flexible, so I can't do that really sagging position of the camel right between the humps. But you can lift your head up and just do the opposite of the cat position. So and breathe in again and exhale, and we're going to do the cat position, which is just arching your back. And then the other way, lift your head up and just flatten your back out as much as you can. And that's the cat and the camel. I'll see, we got 5 minutes. Let's try a couple more. We did all the exercises. I'm just going to repeat them a little bit. Let's try the bird dog on all fours down here. So the bird dog, we did it in a chair. Now I'll show you how to do it on your yoga mat. So you're going to have your shoulders above your wrists, knees are on the floor. Now what I'm going to do is push this chair back. Now what I'm going to do is lift opposite arm and leg, just like that, and alternate. You just want to hold for a couple seconds. 3 seconds is a good hold. And remember, the two things you want to think about here is, first, activating your glutes and your core. Bring that belly button to spine. Nice and controlled movements when you're doing this. And then the second is to keep your hips nice and still. And that is going to challenge your posture muscles. Keep your hips nice and still as we're doing this. And get your breath going there. Breathe. Let's do one more on each side. So my core is tight, belly button to spine, and I'm trying to keep my hips nice and level as I go. And that's the bird dog. Great posture exercise for you. Let's see. Let's try our good morning again. We've got 3 minutes left here. I'm going to grab my weights. Face this way because the sun's coming in there, and it is a good morning here in Arizona. We line up with a plumb bob. Not that that makes a big difference. Elbows at 90 degrees. Now what we're going to do is lean forward, or not lean, we're going to break at the hips, just like that. Knees are soft, not too far, and then extend your arms out. Now hold them out there. Now because you have the weights or just your hands out there, that is going to destabilize your core. So pull that core in nice and tight. Belly button to spine, hold it there. Now come back nice and tall. Let's try it again. Breath in. Exhale. Break at the hips. Extend your arms out. Hold. Hold, hold, hold. Oh, that's a tough one. And back in. And relax. Ooh, 2 more exercises. Let's try our plank again, and I'll show you this from the floor. Now, if you have a yoga mat, if you can't do that on the floor again, you can go back onto the chair, but I just wanted to show you on the floor. So you want to get into your plank position. Shoulders are above your wrists. Bring your bottom down. Now what I'm going to do is get closer and farther away from the floor and not bend my elbows. My elbows are not bending, but I am getting closer to the floor. How am I doing that? I'm doing that because I'm bringing my shoulder blades together and apart. Together and apart, just like that. Core is tight and belly button to spine. Ooh, this is a hard one. Good. And relax. Excellent exercise to work the control of your shoulders, to really work on that control of the posture. Ooh, time for one more. Which one should we do? Let's see. Let's try our wall angels again. You can never do too many wall angels. It's good to have an angel around. So I'm going to put my heels about 8 inches away from the wall. I'm going to bring my tailbone, my shoulders, and my head against the wall. Then bring your elbows against the wall. And if you can't, your knuckles, that's kind of hard. And then lift your arms all the way up and all the way down. Good. All the way up and all the way down. And this is wonderful for bringing the shoulders back and unlining the body. And last one. And you did it. You did our little posture workout. Excellent job, guys. Let's cool down a little bit. We didn't really do a lot of big stuff, but we'll cool down anyway. Take a nice breath in. Exhale down. Good. And inhale in. Now let your left arm come down and stretch out that right side. Breathe. Always good to breathe. All right, let's try the other one. Breath in, all the way up, and let down your right arm and stretch out the left side. Good. Stretch it out. And boy, we're a little bit stretched out already from our workout there. So bring that right palm up, or left palm up, touch your shoulder, scoop up your elbow with your other hand, stretch back that shoulder, breathe. Good. Get our 30-minute program here in the morning or the afternoon in England. Now reach across your body and pull it back, and wrist circles. There we go. And breathe. Settle down a little bit. And other side, bring up your right arm, palm up, touch yourself on the shoulder, and get that elbow back. Push it back. Good job. And breathe. And reach across your body. Pull that elbow back there. Wrist circles. Good. So glad you guys are here today. It's so fun. International Exercise Morning Class. That's what we should call it, huh? And relax. Arms on the hips. And what you're going to do is look over your left shoulder. Try to keep your hips forward and rotate your torso, stretching out that whole torso area there. Good. And breathe. Stretch it out. Let's try the other side. Look to the other side. Look over your right shoulder. Try to keep your torso or your hips forward and rotate that torso. Stretch it out. Breathe. And back to center. We'll do the farmer stretch. Look up at the ceiling and bring those shoulders back. Stretch it out. Look at all those cobwebs up there. And back down one more quick time on each side. Look over your left shoulder. And look over your right shoulder. There we go. Extend your left foot out, right on your heel. Bring your toes back toward your body and flex from the hips, your nice hip hinge that you learned today. And do a nice deep stretch to your calf and your ankle. Nice deep stretch. Hold it right there. And breathe. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Bring out your right foot right on the heel. Toes toward your body. Flex at the hips. And breathe. Good. Nice deep stretch right in the hamstring, the calf muscle. Good. Keep breathing. Nice deep stretch. A couple more seconds here. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Hold on to the wall and grab your outside ankle and see if you can relax that leg and get your knee to point towards the ground. Good. Breathe. Stretch out that hip. Nice deep stretch here. Nice 30-second hold. It's good to hold for 30 seconds when you stretch. Really helps elongate that tissue. And 3, 2, 1, other side. Hold on to the wall. Grab your other ankle. Point that knee towards the ground. There we go. Almost done. As the sun comes through the window here in Phoenix, Arizona, we are waking up here. And they haven't woken up in Hawaii yet. Dorothy from Hawaii emailed me. So Dorothy, it is probably 3:30 in the morning there. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. You did it. You did our posture workout. Excellent job. I can take down my plumb bob now, huh? All right. Let me switch over here. Because I do everything here. It's not a smooth cutaway like the channel news, but there I am. Yay! So that was our posture workout. So yeah, definitely work on your posture. It's a good thing to work on. Even if all you do a couple times a day is bring your shoulders back, bring it back a couple times a day. That is perfect. In therapy, I'll tell people to do it every hour, every waking hour. Bring your shoulders back, tuck your chin in. Nobody does that, but it gets you into the spirit of things, and at least you'll do it maybe 3 times a day. Let's check back in with our peanut gallery. Oh boy. Kathy, nice gentle workout. Good. Gentle is good, right? People like gentle. Anita, you're welcome. Sonia, good posture exercises. Yeah, they're very good. Yes, thanks, Sue. And Layla, wonderful. Thank you. And Vivian. Thanks, Doug. Poppleton. I love that last name, Vivian. That is a great last name. Joey. All right, Joe's here. And Badia. Good. Thank you, Doug. And Judas. Entering self-observation. Judas is part of our academy. So she gets extra special help here. And Anne. Thank you. And Riki. Broken shoulder. Ouch. Yes, so that's hard. If you have a broken shoulder, definitely check with your physiotherapist or your physical therapist here in America before you start wrenching that shoulder. Patty. Oh, well, thank you, Patty. Let's see. Where am I here? Jennifer, you're welcome. What are we doing tomorrow? Let me see. We did posture. Tomorrow we're going to do some injury prevention exercises. Oh, boy. At least we're kind of interesting in this channel, huh? It's not all the rah-rah, jump up and down. It's strengthening and a lot of good stuff. So I'm glad you guys are tuning in here. And that's pretty much it. Thanks, everybody, for joining me here. Everybody stay safe at home. Put your mask on and do your social distancing. And hopefully the world will get back to normal. It may take a few months, but at least you're home exercising. At least we have the internet. This is amazing that I can do all this stuff here. And it's almost like we can do a news program from our home. Anybody can do this. So I just have a computer and a webcam. And that's actually 2 webcams. And some lights and a microphone and a home studio. So actually I got a few things here. But thanks everybody for joining me. And with that said, stay safe and I will see you tomorrow.